Hey Capricorn, welcome to your June 2020 reading. So sorry I never got to you guys for May. However, God loves you and so do I. Right? Also, remember, divine timing is always at work. So you are the very first for the month of June that's coming through here. Let's just enjoy. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can go check out my links in the description box. Please don't ask me for it. You can find it all in the description box below. And it'll take you straight to my website. Also, donations welcome. Thank you. Let's jump right in. Okay, so Capricorn, or whoever you are, because these readings are timeless and for anybody, if this reading is for you and it resonates with you, then in the month of June, you may very well find yourself kind of stuck doing karmic clearing. I also see you here in this dark angel phase. What that tells me is that in the month of June, possibly continuing from May, but actually, to be honest, I see a lot of you entering this phase in the month of June, keeping it 100, right? I feel that you will be doing your time. That sounds really strange to say, but you'll be doing your time. A lot of people these days have been going through their karmic stuff. They've been having inner child stuff come up. They've been feeling raw. They've been going through a lot. Maybe some of you listening may find that, well, I've been going through it too. Or maybe some of you have not felt that you've been going through it. In the month of June, if this message is for you, you definitely will be. In particular, I'm seeing that you're going to be dealing with some behaviors. I'm seeing these are, excuse me, I'm seeing these are behaviors from childhood, pathologies, if you will, behavioral patterns that have, I guess, served you along the way. They're patterns that you may have indulged in. However, it's time to clean it up. I see that these patterns are giving you guilt. I think that the walls may be closing in on you, so to speak. So whatever you've been kind of getting away with in terms of the way that you've treated other people, the way that you've treated property, that's interesting, very specific, somebody out there. The way that you've treated property, the way that you've treated your bills, just whatever. It's almost like it feels like a lack of respect for whatever that person, place, thing, or situation is. I feel that it's going to be time for you to pay the piper, so to speak. So at the same time, though, I feel that God is going to touch you enough. When I say touch you, imagine God's hand as it touches you with such a pure energy, with such a, I guess, such a kind, loving touch. If you're not in the space to be able to receive that because maybe you feel like you're in a place of low self-worth or like you don't deserve things and just whatnot, that energy, look, actually here's the touch, look. That energy can very well kind of like blow you apart. It can trigger you into running away, into breaking down, into whatever. It's kind of like, you know how they say, God never gives us the thing that we really want or the person that we really want or true love, because if he did, then we would destroy that love. Sometimes we're not in a place to receive it. And to be honest, I'm just getting that if this reading is for you, in the month of June, God is going to touch you just a little bit, with a touch that's going to send you into this tower moment. Now, notice I have not pulled a tower card with the tarot. However, after doing this work for so long, I feel a tower and it's there. But this is a good tower. All towers are good. This is something I think that you've been dying to work through. You've been dying to let go. And maybe you don't have a name for what it is that you've been going through, but you sure know what it feels like to live the effects of it, right? Losing friends, losing love, always coming in last, always feeling like the bad person in your situations with people. But either way, God's going to touch you. It's going to trigger you into this karmic release. You're going to have a little bit of a dark night of the soul, not full on, like, but you're going to have it's going to be a little bit tumultuous in the month of June. And then God is going to extend his hand to reach for you. And I'm just going to tell you right now the outcome of this. You're going to have an epiphany. Oh, there's the, there's the Ace of Swords, divine communication. You're going to have an epiphany that, oh my God, the story that I've been telling myself all these years is not true. Now, the question is, what is the story you've been telling yourself? To be honest, that's the realm of a personal reading. However, whatever it is that you, my dear viewer, have been telling yourself is going to be universal for everybody here. It's going to be something that will have blocked your heart. right? So when I see this card here, by the way, these two definitely wanted to come out together. See, they're touching, but then this one came out differently. Whatever, once you have kind of done this, and I'm hearing once you've climaxed, so to speak, with this, you're going to have that beautiful epiphany, and it's like, oh my God, I was wrong all this time. I'm not a terrible person. I'm not an unloving person. Oh my gosh, this stuff that my father told me about myself isn't true. What I've come to believe, that I'm a destruction to everybody around me, that's not true. And once you have that epiphany, the blockage that's been in your heart space is going to be removed. And it's almost like, look at you. Once this wanderer, you're going to come back out. Right? Look how refreshed he looks. Like he just had a shower, he's got a fresh pair of clothes on, and he's coming downstairs to kind of formally greet the kind old couple that picked him up on the side of the road, him and his guitar, so to speak. And I feel that it's almost going to be made fresh again. And it's all because of this beautiful message that you received from God. It's like a whisper. That's what happens when God touches our lives, right? Now, what are you going to do with it? Well, look at this empty space. It depends on you. But I'll tell you what, you're going to be so amazingly awesome, because look at this empty space. You, my dear, are the empty space, and look what's sitting right above your crown, ready to come right in. God's light. And when I say God's light, let's break that down a little bit. It means the light that is filled with your skills, your new information, your energetic codes, your greater understandings. This is the boon that can come in for you when you have a heart space that's empty now. No more blockages. So this empty space is beautiful. Now, once this drops in, look right here, we have the rebirth card coming in. Aw, look at this, the Knight of Pentacles. Cute. I gotta be honest, I'm feeling, sorry, hold on, the card's actually moving. Let me see what they want to say. You're going to have a rebirth, because God abhors, the universe abhors a vacuum, right? So once you've made empty and God's light can filter in, now the question is, wow, what's going to come in for me? Okay, sorry, I just had to clap my hands. My hands are actually itching. So I hope that's a good thing. I hear that it means you can be getting money if it's the right hand, but losing money if it's left hand. So I don't want to attach myself to any of those. I'm just going to say my hands are itching, and now they're plump because I'm scratching it, and that's a good thing. Now, let's take a look here. My question is, what exactly are you going to do with that? Now, we have the Knight of Pentacles here that's been aiding your rebirth, because you're definitely going to have a rebirth. Amen. And I do feel it's going to be in the month of June. So let's first of all just say thank you, God. Thank you, God, for having our quote unquote death climax and then or climax and then death, I don't know, whatever. Thank you for having the death of a major karmic cycle, some great behaviors to replace. Thank you for having all of that happen, and the rebirth in the same month, because a lot of times when I do these readings, I'm seeing months in a process. I'm getting, though, for you guys, if you're watching this, it's all going to be contained in the month of June. Thank God. Now, remember, could also apply to anyone who has Capricorn in their chart. So don't think you're getting away just because you're like, I'm not a Capricorn sun or Capricorn rising. If you have it in there, it's going to touch you in some way. But what I'm seeing is God's going to give you a message as well, in addition to what I'm seeing. And the message is, I got to be honest, it's like, don't lean on me. But you said lean on me when you're alone, and you know that song and this and that. Yes, that's true. But the message is, don't lean on me. Get out there. Do something. Get out there. Use the new gifts that you've been given. And it's interesting because I feel that you might meet a little resistance, because I'm seeing here that on the other end of this Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to something too tightly. It has a miserly energy with it. On the other side is this, we've got the Nine of Cups. Now, good. For some of you, Spirit is actually saying, don't lean on me, but at the same time also give away your last cent. Now, hold on. I'm not saying go ahead and give away everything. What I'm actually saying is, this is telling us surrender. surrender, because we have this beautiful Knight of Pentacles willing to do the work, willing to put in the work, and he's got this major pentacle, it's the Ace of Pentacles. But at the same time, he's come across this energy of the Four of Pentacles. It could also be, holding on to something. It could also be an aspect of him, an aspect of you, dear viewer. And this aspect is saying, no, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to let go. But look what happens when you give away that last cent, with that last pentacle, when you forgive yourself. Spirit is saying thank you. When you surrender and when you forgive yourself, boop, you end up right in the Nine of Cups. But take a quick look at this. The Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, falls right under the Awakened card. You're going to be awakened through this process, this rebirth process, death and rebirth. And the awakening is going to show you you haven't lost anything. It's also going to show you right underneath that what you once thought was awesome and worth holding on to is not. For some of you, this is a relationship, somebody that you've been waiting for to come back to you, somebody you thought would be happily ever after for you. For some of you, I'm seeing a marriage. Some of you are probably getting some nudgings, to release the connection. For whatever reason, or for whatever it is, whether it's a job or dream or person, whatever you once thought was going to be your thing, Spirit is going to be actually changing your perception. It's not that they're changing it. What they're doing is they're clearing out a lot of this heart space. So out with the trash goes a lot of your fears. You have a rebirth. You get into surrender mode. You surrender, and it moves you into this fully awakened place where you are understanding that your wishes are fulfilled through your surrender to the divine. Look at these cards falling right under the second ray of wisdom. This is double understanding. Double understanding mixed in with the ability to see, right? And this is beautiful. These are really awesome cards. This tells me you're going to start the month of June, go through some hell, and then by the end of the month of June, viewer, you're going to be really great. You're going to be in a much better place. You're going to mature. You're going to understand. And look at this. This card always shows a rising up. This shows an elevation in consciousness. So this is what I'm seeing for you. I do see that you're going to have a new beginning, but I'm also, this is like, could this be any more of a new beginning? But I also see it sitting right next to the commitment card. So in a sense, this could be having a new beginning and a love connection, but really it speaks to having a new beginning in the things that you're committed to. And look at this, the Page of Wands, also having a new beginning in the things that you are calling in for yourself. Look at these four cards together. We've got the Fool card, which is all about new beginnings, starting new cycles, surrendering to the divine, trusting, Then we've got the Hierophant card, which of course could speak to institutions, but as it's showing up here, it's speaking to your commitments, right? And it doesn't only have to be romantic. In fact, I don't see it as necessarily being romantic, although it could be. We also have here the Page of Wands, calling in whatever it is that you want, calling in your destiny, calling in things that you want to manifest. And then we've got this amazing card with the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about a very solid structure in the physical world. This is sitting on 4 cylinders, right? That is amazing to have a Ten of Pentacles. Look, we have the 9. In fact, let's read it from here. You've got this grand epiphany that comes in. God tells you, surrender, but don't lean on me, but surrender. You surrender and you get over your fear of letting go, and you get straight into the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled. And then here you are, guaranteed this beautiful new beginning in which you are able to realign yourself, commit to some new things, new people, new situations, and call in things that are worthy of you from this level of frequency. Look at this. This is a new frequency. And through that, you create the life of your dreams. How do you go from a 0, the full beginning, to straight to 10? Guys, don't trip, chocolate chip. That's all about God's work right there. The 10, you go from a new beginner to solid structure with full wishes fulfilled. I mean, this is cray-cray. Look, okay, let's go down here. I do see that I'm hearing that the time has come to, I guess, fill in the blank with a new partner, or with a partner that you've had. This is not a new person. I don't feel this is a new person. This is a person from your past. Now, what's the blank? What's the time? What are you going to be doing with this partner? Wait, keep it to yourself because I don't want to know, right? This is karmic though. So this could be about apologizing. This could be about rekindling. Guys, look, ugh. I almost choked on that rekindling. Let me go ahead and pull a card because look, I do not want you guys sitting here. Look, this card itself says time for a new cycle, but you know it doesn't necessarily mean getting back together. So let's pull a card to really get some clarification on that. Not that it's the end all and be all, because you know, as you guys know, personal readings are the way to go if you really want your stuff. But whatever it is, it's going to be different for all of you, and that's why they said fill in the blank. But that Justice card is showing that it's time to have some type of interaction with this past partner again. Now, it doesn't have to be in the physical. You can do this completely in the astral, you know, praying before bed, meeting up with them in a dream space. Some of you, if you're clairaudient like me, I can have full-blown conversations with whoever this person is and their spirit. You can too if you tried it. Go ahead and try it. Let's see. For some of you, I can tell you it's going to be about an apology. It's about making amends. Oopsies. That's what it is. So Capricorn, this could be about reaching out to that person who you hurt, saying you're sorry. For some of you, I'm seeing that this could be with a mother figure, reaching out to a mother figure, kind of going and saying, I'm sorry, I hurt you. For some of you, this is about... sorry, I'm just clarifying this card for the different viewers. For some of you, this is about making amends with your inner child. This is about meeting that inner child again and having that conversation, right? Whatever it is, you're going to have some deep value to it. There's going to be definitely a victory there. Let's see. This card popped out, the Queen of Pentacles, to clarify this in the reverse. So to me, this tells me this is not necessarily about having something in the physical with another person. It doesn't have to be about calling them up. So I gotta be honest, guys. You guys know I love you, but you know what I love more than you is love. I love love. I'm on a quest for it my entire life. It still eludes me, and so trust me, it hurts me to say this, but I like to keep it 100 with you. This does not mean run back to your partner. It doesn't. So if you're watching this and there's somebody you want to get back with and you're like, I just have to go apologize, or if this is representing if you're a cross watcher and you're watching for someone who is a Capricorn and you're hoping that they are going to see the light and come back to you, again, I'm not getting that. And if I were, I would definitely be the first person to let you know to stop watching this video now and go call that person. But that's not what I'm getting. And that you see that here because the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about the physical, is coming out in the reverse. So I'm seeing that for some of you who may be offering apologies, it may fall on deaf ears, to be honest, but whatever. It's all about you having the constitution and the desire in the heart space to do that, and you will be in a much better place to do that because, oh, look at these 4 cards that came out. Wow. You'll be in a much better place to do that because of the clearing that you've gotten. Look, we have the Tower card. Didn't I tell you Tower? The Tower card is here. So we're definitely seeing a breakdown of the self. We've got heartbreaks coming up. The heartbreaks are going to be coming up. All the people that I've hurt. I got to be honest, this is all about people that you've hurt. That's why we're coming through with this apology. And so for some of you, again, it won't be about seeing them in the physical, but you better believe you'll be saying your prayers and whatnot. But looking at the past pains, looking at the people you've cut off callously, and even looking at the people who have cut you off and trying to understand why. And this is going to be your result coming out as the Empress. Here we go. Remember, male, female, or gender non-conforming, it doesn't matter. This is all about the energy, the polarity, right? And in this case, let's take it a step further. It's actually about just holding space for you, the viewer, okay? Whether or not you would identify with the Empress. Now, that being said, notice that we have this Hermit card here. The Hermit card is the one looking in on this process. So you are the Hermit. God bless you. You're going to be spending the month of June kind of in your own space, going through this process of introspection, death, and rebirth, and realignment with your goals in the light of God. God bless. But you're also going to be during that process, you're going to be looking at all the people along the way, as evidenced by the Six of Cups soulmate connection, right? All the people along the way that you've hurt and that you'd like to make amends with. Some of you could write letters to them and not deliver it if you'd like. You can pick up the phone and call them. You can text them. Yes, some of you may actually, if you're not the one doing the apologizing, you may actually receive a call, right? But it does not mean you have to get back with this person. Okay. Always remember, guys, an X is an X for a reason. And we keep it kosher, keep it 100 on that. But notice that the Hermit, as much as he's doing this, the Hermit is still coming across as the Hermit, which tells me that so real world, I was going to say, which tells me that even if you apologize, some of you may not be getting back with this person. And of course, the card deck falls. And then we see the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles. Excuse me, God, excuse me. Maybe some of you will end up working on your connection with this person once you deliver that apology. And maybe for some of you, it can happen. I just saw the time, 21 minutes, 12 seconds, 2112. That's alignment. But that ain't for everybody, all right? And you'll know if it's for you, all right? So you'll know because the conversation will be easy. Things will flow. It's not going to be like it was before. But please, please, please do not just go into this thinking, I'm going to apologize and get my person back. Or this person's going to apologize and I'm going to go back. Don't do that. I would never tell you that on my channel. If that's what you're looking for, please look through the many millions of readers, because I'm not going to be responsible for putting someone on the therapist couch when you shouldn't be there. Okay, so this is about getting right with yourself and with spirit. Now, for some of you, this is going to be about rekindling, but for the rest of you, it's not. It's just about getting clear. Now, the Hermit, once you're in Hermit mode, you will definitely come to terms and come face to face with your shadows, which we love to do, right? It hurts, but we love to do it. And your thoughts and all of this, but you're going to be very successful because we see this beautiful victory card, like I said, and we see this beautiful Ace of Pentacles showcasing the sheer value that is going to come from you going inward and working it. Now, the month of June is all about initiation time, initiation by air. So you're going to be doing a lot of release work. Okay. The cards that are showing up here off screen are the change card along with the world. So this is telling me that this is the ending. This is change and change. And then we've got change, right? Do we have another change card? Tower, the Tower card. Yeah, rebirth card, major cycles ending. The Fool card, new beginning, major cycles ending, guys, for reals. We also have the Queen of Swords, which is about letting something go. So guys, this is going to be a big month for you in the month of June, but God bless you. I know you're going to be able to do it. Okay. I'm also seeing what's going to happen is the death of the ego. Look at some of these cards. They're just, sometimes we don't even need to shuffle. They just come up. There's going to be greater illumination. We saw that with the Awakened card. I love that the Sun card is coming through to bring that to you. But notice how it's falling and touching the wheel. They're saying that this illumination will come once the cycle has been, I'm hearing the words abrupt, has been ended, or the wheel has turned, has abruptly ended. And speaking of abrupt ending, we have the Ten of Wands. It's all about letting things go. The reason why I see that God is having you guys let things go at this time and put down your burdens is because I see that you're I see that you're going to be going into a future where it's all about establishing yourself. And here we have it. There it is, the Ten of Pentacles. Now I see that the Emperor is here, but he's followed closely with the Knight of Swords. And what I see is that the Knight of Swords is coming through, decapitating the Emperor. This is the death of the ego, okay? Death of the ego. And we do have the Strength card. Now, I wanted to drop the Lovers card, but they're making me hold it. I'm seeing the Strength card. And hold on to it. Let me check in here. They're saying that this process with killing the ego is going to come as a bit of a shock. So let me tell you here that whatever brings an end to this ego for you, Capricorn, or cross watcher, or whoever you are, God bless you. I'm seeing that it could very well come from outside of you. For some of you, it's going to be a realization going through this process, but for some of you, somebody's going to intervene, do something that's going to cause a death moment for you, a tower moment. It could be the breakup. It could be somebody says something to you that gets you thinking. Whatever it is, it might be a little bit hard, but the hard stuff is worth it, because I'm seeing this tower falling, and then from the ashes completely comes a whole new you. And so it's almost like you saw how many change cards are in here. This is major. So you're going to have strength through the month of June. For somebody here, I got to be honest, God bless you, I do feel that somebody may pass around you, and that would definitely talk about the ending of something and explain why there are so many elements of change, so many cards that showcase the elements of change here. But I'm looking at this Lover's card, and I'm reading into it here. Yeah, for some of you, you're going to have to offer someone an explanation. I got to be honest, I'm just seeing this woman offering this guy an explanation as to why she was being a certain way. But I'm seeing that this guy, you might be surprised, this guy is probably no longer as interested. I want to say no longer as interested, but I'm feeling the card edge just a little bit like this. So this tells me that this guy may think about it. Now, if you are the viewer and you resonate with the guy and you're a woman, it doesn't matter. I'm reading the card as it is. You align yourself with whatever side you fall on. But I'm seeing that maybe I'm just seeing as the woman probably coming back after having gone through this process and like, hey, I'm sorry, and this and that, maybe proposing to get back together. Now, it might, dingling in this person's head for a quick second, but this guy's head for a second, but I'm just getting, nah, I'm done. And that's why it felt a little bit of a tug, because it's like, maybe, and then it's like, no. And you know why? Because take a look. Let me pull this up so you guys can see it. Forget the lighting. See how I'm seeing that? It's like he's like, maybe, but you see that bush, just as the card moves a little bit and he starts to think about it, his hand touches that fire again, and he remembers why it didn't work out the last time, right? I just saw 27 seconds, 27 minutes and 17 seconds. So we had the 2-7 down to a 1-7. Now 2-7, 2-7, 27, 27. So what I'm seeing is that there is going to be a sense of downgrading. So what was once, and we saw this, what was once good for you guys is no longer going to be the case later after this awakening. All right, so that's what happens with energy shifts. We should always be shifting, and it's always great to have a partner. I know this is hard, guys. Trust me, I know. But we all should aspire to have a partner that is intent on growing for herself or himself. If you're with somebody who is not invested in personal growth, what are we doing? Look, I'm shuffling and right on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is the kind of relationship you're going to have. Oh, look right underneath, the 8 of Cups. You're going to have to end up walking away from that connection, because you have to find somebody who is interested in personal growth as much as you. So that's the best way that you can ensure that both of you are continuing to grow, and also that you are moving in alignment with each other. Now, of course, personal growth, even if you're growing together, can bring the two of you apart, but at least you would be growing together. And that's a far cry better than at least both of you are growing individually, right? And you would respect each other for that personal growth, even if the paths take you away, as opposed to people getting together, one person is awakening, the other person is BSing, and you outgrow the partner, and then the other partner gets mad because of all that stuff. Guys, look, we don't have time. I don't have time, so I know you don't have time. So please, long story short, if this reading resonates with you whenever you watch it, in this upcoming month, over the next 30 days, you are going to go through a major cycle in your life where you will be acknowledging and killing a certain behavioral pattern, certain ways of being, and certain pathologies, and you will emerge victorious. During this process, you may extend the olive branch, make some apologies to people, And some of you may actually have a chance to rekindle connections, romantic or non-romantic, and then the others will maybe just have a chance to get clear within themselves, and so be it. But whatever it's worth, you're going in the right direction, Capricorn. Okay, so that is your reading for the month of June 2020. It is my pleasure, and thank you so much for checking in. If you'd like a personal reading, hit me up. I do have same-day readings for as little as $8. All right, have a blessed day. Mwah. Bye.